Hello and welcome back to my channel, The Rainbow Aura Angel. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. I do channeled messages through spirit. We do pick a card readings, and I'm going to dabble into more spiritual videos coming in the month of January. So in December, we're going to be doing pick a card readings every Sunday to get channeled messages through spirit. If you are new to these pick a card readings, you're going to focus on which pile you're most drawn to. And then you're going to go down into the description box below and see when those piles start that you have chosen. So these two decks are new and they are by Rebecca Campbell as well as this one. But I got these two for my birthday. I had a gift card and I went into a store, saw this one, was very excited, was searching for this one, and I ended up finding it in a completely different area on a different shelf. So anyways, all three decks are very beautiful. I'm excited to try them all out and get this reading to you. And a quick little message. If you have not picked your card yet, I'm just getting a little channeled reading here of just excitement. And this could be one of the first few readings that you've seen or came across. And if you are coming into your new spiritual awakening and you've had a spiritual awakening recently, really take the time to meditate on which pile you are most drawn to. All right, collective, let's get right into your reading and get this going. Hello and welcome, pile number one. This is going to be your reading if you chose this pile. All right, so we have a little crystal here with a little rainbow fleck inside. Okay, let's just pop this right here and let's get right into your reading. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective? Whoa, this one flung out. Okay, I don't want to look at them yet. This was the first one. This is the second one that came out. Let's get one more for you before we pick any more. What do we have, Spirit? Okay, this one. All right, so let's start off with these three and then go from there. All right, so your first card is Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. All right, collective, with this card, I'm feeling like you have just walked into a new portal and you have left the wreckage behind you, all the broken stones, and you have went through this portal and stepped into this body of water. You have made all the steps. I'm hearing that you had to walk through fire to get to the water. I'm hearing that the phoenix has risen. The phoenix has risen from the ashes. The star, I'm hearing the star light, star bright, first star I wish tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. Something with that, you have the star coming through, the star energy. Your wish is commencing. You have made the strides. You have made the strides to step into your new reality. You were in stagnancy. You were in this energy of like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I've been doing this for so long. I'm hearing like a year or 6 months or 2 years. You've been trying and trying to maintain this goal. And now you're like, no, I have everything I need. I'm not going to be in this fear-based mentality anymore. I can create the life I want. And you switching this energetic concept in your mind is now creating happiness, and you're capable to create your dream reality. I was getting a little channeled message earlier, like when I was thinking about Christmas, because this is a timeless reading. But there's something here with like, instead of like, let's say you have a dream car or a dream bag or a dream job, instead of saying, oh, this is my dream bag or my dream car or my dream reality, you should say, this is my reality bag. This is my reality car. This is my reality. Instead of it being a dream, it is coming into the 3D. Everything you have dreamed, everything you have wanted, everything you have strived for, you now must speak it into reality. You now must speak it into reality because you are the creator of your own reality. It's no more dreams or, oh, dreams are showing me this. Now it's the reality is showing you this. You have stepped out of the crumbling. You have stepped out of the turmoil, the darkness. You have stepped out of the darkness and into the light and into this new reality. There is nothing left to do but be and to create this and to use everything around you that you have. You have more than you need to create the reality you wish to aspire to. And it is now your time to jump in. You have already done so. Something switched in you. And it could have been this full moon that this is actually tonight when I'm filming this, which is December 4th. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 as I said that on the timer. This switch that has happened is like now you have been waking up and creating a list and following that list. I'm hearing for the past 5 to 7 days, you've actually been waking up early, following your list, doing your skincare, doing self care, meditating, going on a walk, walking on a walking pad, doing small standing workouts, creating your abundance in what you already have, like making a safe space. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you could have moved recently as well. And in this moving, you have created something new. Like you were kind of in a stagnancy because of your old reality. You're like, oh, I still feel like weird. I still feel lack. I feel like, my abundance isn't going to come in. Like, how am I going to get this? Like, people are promising me things and then not following through. But it's okay, collective. Because now this shift that has taken place is commencing. And it's commencing into something bigger than you ever knew you could create. All right, collective? Wow. Let's get your next card that was here. We have let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. Wow. Look at that channeling right there. You are parting the sea. You are creating this reality. You have jumped into this pool, and now you are the one making waves. And a lot of people that see you, when you step into a room, it's like this beautiful, magnificent goddess. And you are parting the Red Sea, I'm hearing. It's like, let my people go. You are leading the way for others. You are parting the sea, the waves, the turmoil, the storms. You are parting it all. You are creating what you want to manifest, and nothing is stopping you. And there looks like there's like this like water monster, like kind of within here, the two little eyes, and it's like staring at you, but it's like, whoa, like I'm supposed to stop this collective, but it is too powerful. And it's actually admiring you. Even, I'm hearing even the monitoring spirits that see you, that wanted to keep you down, even they are admiring you. And for some of you, if you do have the power of sight and you're able to see spirits, um, I'm feeling like you're not scared of it anymore. Sorry, gotta switch hands. I'm feeling like you're not scared of it anymore. I'm feeling like you are protected, you are powerful, and you are letting go of this fear based mindset, and this monster cannot stop you. You are the creator of water. You move through rocks, you freeze in the winter, you crack through them and flow again. Nothing is stopping you. You are unstoppable. And like, just to release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward, what I said and I was channeling, you releasing this fear based mindset and this fight or flight and realizing, wow, I am safe now and I have the ability to create whatever I desire. It is not in a dream state anymore. It is not in the 5D anymore. It is in the 3D because you are taking your power back and letting go of all this turmoil, all this panic, all this fight or flight, and you're letting it go and being that phoenix rising. I'm hearing a blue phoenix, like the blue flames are hotter than the red. You could be a water sign, you could be a fire sign, you could be both, sun, moon, or rising, and you're creating steam. And like, look at this. It's like the pressure. Okay, I'm channeling this. The pressure that you have been under was like the whole weight of the sea on you. And then you're breaking through that and pushing through, emerging into the sunlight, following the sun, letting go of all this pressure and just being and knowing and trusting that you are meant to be right here. You have the power, collective. You are ready to speak your truth. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it upsets other people, because you being authentic creates your authentic reality and brings in your abundance. Nothing can stop you now. You are facing your fears, you're facing your shadows. You've done everything that you needed to do to get to this point. And there is a channeled message of some of you are like, I don't want to forgive. I don't want to forgive these people that hurt me, but it's not for them, collective. Forgiving them is, and this might be hard to hear for some of you, but forgiving them and realizing that people cannot awaken the same pace as you, and you're understanding that they are human and they have their own journey to go through, and you don't need to force that upon them, but you need to focus on yourself. And forgiving the people that have hurt you is allowing you to move forward. You know, you could say, I forgive this person for hurting me because they never knew how to hold me. And maybe that was meant to be. These people that hurt you, take what resonates and leave the rest for who this is for. But what they have done to you has kind of perplexed you into your future, because you're able to let go of these people because of how much they have hurt you. And you could have still been in that same cycle of these people that have hurt you in like friendships or family ships or relationships. I'm hearing you could have stayed in this cycle just because you were just able to bear it and you're very strong. But because those people hurt you, that was the breaking point. And that was when you're like, I've had enough. I'm ready to let go. And I need to forgive them. And you don't have to forgive everyone, you know, but I do think forgiving that these people were not properly brought up, or, you know, didn't have common sense, or moved in a way of hate. I need to put this down. Sorry, this message has a lot of energy in it, and I'm trying to process and say it in a clear way. So, these people that have hurt you, they were not able to hold you for a reason. They were not able to be a good friend to you for a reason, or a good family member to you for a reason. This reason being is them pushing you to this breaking point made it so you were able to let them go and move forward in your life. Now you have taken the time to heal and take time away from them. Now you are in a place where you're meant to be. And if these people didn't try to break you, you would have never been able to push through that, be more strong, and progress through that into your new reality. It all happened for a reason, to teach you something, to teach you who you don't want in your life, to teach you what you will put up with and what you won't put up with, and what you want in your life. It is time to let everything go that no longer serves you. Victim mentality. This person did this to me, or this happened. Yes, that happened. Yes, you are valid in your feelings, but letting go of that toxicity and anger and situations allows you to move forward with divine light and love and let go. You've already faced those shadows, you've already dealt with it. Karma is coming for those people. You don't need to do anything. And some of you, you may see the karma coming in for them, or hear about it more so because they're not in your life. And that is fine. Let the universe do what it needs to do while you focus on what you need to do. It is not time to look back, it is time to look ahead. All that pressure, all that turmoil, all that pessimistic things that have happened around you or people trying to bring you down, it's behind you now. And now it is time for new experiences, new memories, new situations, and learning. You have learned so much, and it is time to be a teacher, but also while you're teaching, you are learning. All right. And it was 22:33 on the clock when I was filming. It will be different as I edit out little snippets of things. Like sometimes if I repeat myself too many times or, there's a noise outside, I have to cut it out. But alignment. There is alignment with everything going on in your life right now. And not holding on to this past of I'm hearing psychotics. Like it's like I'm hearing psychotics. I don't know why, but it's like everything felt crazy around you. And now is time for peace and pleasure and calmness. And it is time for you to rise up and be seen, be heard, be observed, be loved, be looked at closely. It is your time. Like you're spreading those phoenix wings and people are seeing your power, and it is scary for them. All right, and your next card we got was, oh my gosh, ride the waves, life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Wow. Look at this beautiful goddess. She is riding through the waves and dancing through all of this. I'm hearing like some of you may love music. You could be loving to dance to the frequencies or to the beats and by yourself. And this could be healing to your body. You can listen to spiritual music and dance. And also, you could give yourself a massage after and like cherish your body and listen to frequencies as you're massaging yourself and taking care and nourishing your skin. And this is very good for your soul, externally, internally. You just being and going with the flow. There is so much turmoil that you've had to deal with. And now it's like you are parting the sea and now you know how to ride the waves. Like the waves before would knock you down and try to submerge you in the water so you cannot be seen. And now you know how to move through these waves because you have been through a lot, collective. And because you have been through so much, now when the same waves that tried to knock you down before come around, you know how to maneuver them. You know how to dance with the chaos and transmute that chaos into abundance. You are learning how to transmute all energy sent to you into whatever you desire. You are right by the shore, like you see, like you're dancing in these waves. These waves are crashing, but look, the shore is right there. Like you are so close to what you need and what you want in this reality you are creating. And because of this, you are knocking down these waves. You are stepping onto shore sooner than you think. Like it may seem crazy and all these issues are arising again, and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? You know now that you're getting through it all, no matter what comes your way. You are working with the waves, you're working with the flow. And the sun is coming out and shining on my face as I'm saying this. There is so much beautiful energy coming through. You're following the sun. You are going into your reality that you deserve, that you've been waiting for so long, collective. For so long. All right, let's get a few more cards here. Be patient. I'm hearing this also, collective. Be patient because it is right around the corner. It's like she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. That's what I'm channeling. All right, let's see what other cards we have. Spirit, what cards do we have for? This one wants to come out. And we'll get the other card after. So this one comes out. It says, Lady of the Lake. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. You cannot make this up. And look at that. It's a swan, but like for a second I thought it was a phoenix. And its wings. It's like you are submerging, you are above the water now. flying, and being that warrior. Waxing crescent moon can be significant for you guys as well. And the reflection that is reflecting, wow. Okay. There is so much channeling going on right now. It's hard to process, but bear with me. You have emerged from the water. You have came out of it and you are now peaceful. And you have the sword. You have this sword. You are the warrior. And now you're emerging. I'm hearing that like nothing can stop you. You are the lady of the lake. Literally, like, what did I just say? I said something's about to happen and it's right around the corner. And this is you emerging from that. After all the turmoil, everything, holy, like, this is such a beautiful reading, collective. Like, I love this reading. I'm hearing, like, for some of you, you have cleared your crown chakra. You have aligned all of your chakras, and your third eye is now activated, and now it is time to activate your crown chakra. Some of you can put a glass cup of water on top of your head. Don't dump it on your head, but put it on top of your head, and it'll collect energy that's coming through, and you can dump it out, that energy. Or if it is positive energy, you can use that water for something else if you are channeling and meditating with that water on top of your head. You would have to hold it there unless you have very good balance. But it helps get the energy. If you're feeling overwhelmed, get that energy out and dump out that water after you put it on your head for about 20 to 30 minutes. But if you're channeling very good energetic messages while you're doing so, you can use that water for certain things. But yeah, you could have recently moved to around a body of water and an energetic frequency of flow. Like some of you can just love to listen to water and hearing the trickling of the creek or of the lake or the shore of the waves overlapping. And that's very peaceful for you. And that's another channeled message there. Now that you have went through all these crazy waves and storms, now the water is calm. And it's just like you have walked onto shore and now you can hear the small little waves crashing onto the shore. And it's just like an overlapping of silent little waves. Or listening to a waterfall or a creek waterfall. It's just very quiet but peaceful. You are now in your sense of peace because you have done the hard work. Something amazing is about to happen. Something amazing, collective. All right, and let's get your last card here. No way. We have gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. Look at this. You are the creator, the manifester. And this little ripple of waves here, it's like that little quiet, like droplet of water you're listening to, or the waves lapping onto the shore. You have come through this portal, and now you know how to manifest with everything you're given. All the energy that is sent to you, you're protected. You are transmuting all energy. You are becoming the manifester that magnifies. You are able to create your own reality. Persistence, you keep going, keep going. Now is the time to keep going, breaking out of that surface. And it even looks like there's like a spiritual, I don't even know, like a spaceship coming through here. Like some people can look at you when you walk into the room and be like, whoa, who are they? I've never seen anyone like them. When people see you, I feel like they're like, oh, they're extraterrestrial. Like, not from this world. Like, your eyes might glow or change color. You could have hazel eyes of some sort. And then when the yellow comes into your eyes, it shines like gold. And people are like, whoa, like, I've never seen anyone's eyes like that before. And when you walk into rooms, it's just something different. And I'm hearing for some of you, this is a very small collective, and I know this might sound crazy, but you could have had experience with extraterrestrial beings in your dreams or something could have happened where you felt like you were visited. And take what resonates, please, because this is for a small portion of the collective. There could have been something, an experience that you cannot put your finger on or explain or understand. It's something you experienced and you cannot really explain to people because they won't understand what you're referring to, and you don't want to feel crazy. But you could have had this experience in some sort of area or town or city, and then you went away from this place, and then you came back recently, and now you're more connected to the divine than you have ever been. You do not need to be scared. There is a protection around you, and there's something with connectivity to the astrals where they're inspired by you. They see you, and it's not a scary thing, but there is a connectivity, and you are about to make something happen that is for the good for the earth in raising the frequency. And when you had this experience before, your frequency was very low, but now your frequency is very high. And there is something very beautiful about this. There is a transmutation that has happened. And this connectivity, and this could be with the 5D as well, or your ancestors, or, Sirius B, I'm hearing as well, if you know what that is. And you could be very connected to that. And you are now transmuting everything that you have been through. Your ancestors or this extraterrestrial is watching and so proud of you and wants more people in this earth to be like you. You are an earth angel. You are a manifester. Nothing can bring you down because you're able to create whatever you desire now. You have unlocked something that I'm hearing like scientists for years have been trying to unlock, and you have figured it out. Be careful of who you share this with, because some people might say you're crazy, but you know, because it's the experiences that you have encountered, okay? So you know. You can't push your experiences or something that you have seen on other people, but you know. You know that this is happening. And you are being persistent. And because you have been persistent for so long, you are able to transmute all energy into your reality now. All energy, good or bad, sent to you, you transmute that and create something new that no one has ever seen before. And that's why people in monitoring spirits are seeing you. And even they, even the monitoring spirits, and even people that see you around, the block or whatever, they know that you are something special. You don't even need to say anything. You don't even need to open your mouth. You just know. And it is your time to make your reality, because you know how now. You know how to create your own reality. And it's a gentle calmness about it. It's not stressful. It's just, you know, you have the power, and now it is implementing that power into your reality. All right, that is all I have for you today, collective. This has been such a beautiful reading. I am so honored to be able to share this message with you. This is the first time I'm using this deck. It is the Healing Waters deck from Rebecca Campbell, a very beautiful deck. I'm so excited to get more channeled messages the month of December. I am sending you light, sending you love, and congratulations on your spiritual awakening. Thank you so much. And if this resonated, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. If you have chosen this pile, this is going to be your reading today. This is your crystal we have chosen today. Very beautiful. We'll pop that right there for you guys. All right, and let's get right into your reading, collective. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for pile number 2? Okay, this one wants to come out. Usually I pick 3 cards. Okay, that one flipped over really good. Okay, this one's stuck to another card. Okay, and let's get a third card here. This one wants to come out. All right, so we have 3 so far, and we'll go from there. All right, your first card we got is share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Wow. I'm hearing for some of you, you could have been very in a hermit element recently. You could have had a lot of financial situations where you're kind of overwhelmed and you were kind of like thinking things won't get better. You're kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Someone told me they were going to help me, but then they didn't. And now I'm kind of in this dark place and alone, and I don't feel like I have any help. And with this energy, I'm feeling like now is time to communicate with this person. I'm hearing this could be a family member or a friend or even a relationship or something that you're hoping that turns into a relationship. I feel you have been feeling like you have a lot of obstacles in your way to get to the top of where you're wanting to go. You have been very overwhelmed in your energy. And I feel like other people's energy have been kind of holding you back. It's not even really your energy. I feel like it's other people's energy that is affecting you. And because you're so sensitive and you're an intuitive empath, when people promise you things or give you false promises or false hope and then switch up real quick, it really affects you more than they know. And for some of you, I'm feeling like you're like walking on eggshells and you're just like sitting down because you're like, oh, I don't want to like say anything or like ruffle any feathers. I just would rather be alone and in my own energy. And that is okay if you need some time. But I feel like if you have already taken a week or two to express yourself, I think now is time to step out of that cave, step out of the hermit mode, and go and have a conversation with this person. And you don't need to be angry with them. You don't need to be forceful. You could just be like, hey, I just wanted to touch base with you about something that I've already expressed a few times. I just would like a clear answer so I know what I need to do to move forward. I'm hearing that if you were promised a job or work or promised a relationship or you have already expressed your concerns a few times to someone and they're not really they said they would try and they said they would try, but they're not really committing and they're not really doing what they said. It's like actions speak louder than words right now, is how you feel. And you just want someone to tell you yes or no so you can move forward and then jump into the water and swim across and go to what you're wanting to do. Because I feel like you're held back right now because you haven't had this conversation. And I feel like there's a lot that you feel like you need to get done. And I feel like because you haven't had this conversation, you're not able to make that stride forward yet. So sharing your voice and sharing what you feel could be very beneficial for you to be able to move forward into a new frequency, because this held back frequency has been bothering you. It's been hard on you, and you don't want to burden anyone, and I understand that. I know you've been a people pleaser in your last chapter, but I feel like now it is time to express yourself and communicate. And it doesn't always have to be a toxic communication. And I'm not saying that you're a toxic communicator, but I feel like when you have communicated in the past to family or friends or relationships, you've gotten a lot of gaslighting or manipulation from people that you've tried to express to or communicate to. But I feel like now is a time to just be honest with yourself, honest with others, and that way you're able to move forward to what you are searching for. Let's get your next card here. We have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic Teacher. All right. Okay, so with this here, I'm feeling like your ancestors are really helping you with this next chapter of your journey. I feel like if you have been overwhelmed with what you want to say, I feel like you should meditate for 60 minutes in silence. You could listen to frequencies if you want, but sitting in silence actually helps your brain process a lot and process emotions, process decisions, process what is going on in your head, and speaking out loud how you feel after those 60 minutes. You could say, "Oh, I feel this way because of this and this and this." Like I'm hearing to also communicate with yourself after you use these 60 minutes of silence, because you're going to get clarity in these 60 minutes, because you might not know what to say exactly and you don't want to say anything that will make other people mad. But I think that if you have this meditation, your ancestors, your spirit guides are going to guide you in the right way of how to communicate. It is a new energy, and now you could step into that water and trust. Trust that you are guided, trust that you're protected, and listen to your heart. And now I'm hearing, listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. And I'm also hearing to like spread your wings and to, when you speak from your heart and your truth, there is never anything bad that comes from it usually. Like, yes, in the past, people have gaslighted and manipulated you, but now I feel like you're stronger. You're stronger and you have been becoming stronger through what you've been through. And now you've been doing the work, and it is time to communicate so you are able to step into those pillars. Your ancestors have your back. And I feel like a lot of you, I'm hearing a channeled message here. I feel like a lot of you have people that are jealous of you, is what I'm hearing. There's something here with the reason people manipulate you or gaslight you when you talk to them or communicate with them is because they're unable to communicate that ways to others, where you just speak your truth. And it triggers a lot of people because it's a reflection of the fact that they are not able to communicate that way, that they are not able to be authentic and express how they're actually feeling. And because of that, it triggers them to kind of be rude to you or look down upon you because they're unhappy with their own communication. So do not let that get the best of you, collective, because you are authentic and not doing things just to please others. It triggers a lot of people. So I feel like that's why you're a little bit scared, because you've had this in your past, but now your spirit guides are telling me you are safe to express yourself. You're safe to step on those eggs and break the eggs, and then you could do a foot scrub. Like, I'm hearing that whatever you are given in this next chapter, you're going to be able to maneuver through it, but you have to have communication and authentic and honest communication. Usually, when there is situations that happen, as long as you communicate and don't let resentment build up, it's very beneficial for the relationships usually. I'm hearing for some of you, though, you're like, well, this person is a narcissist and they're in my family and I have to maneuver around them and it's very difficult. Yes, I understand that and that is very valid. But if you're waiting on someone that isn't going to give you what you want, you need to communicate and say, I'm going to have to go and do over here and do this if you're unable to do this, which is fine, but I need an answer. And if that person is not giving you an answer multiple times, then the answer is most likely no. But maybe you might be pleasantly surprised and then things go right and that communication helps. But you need to make that first step, because you cannot force others to communicate with you the way you want. You have to make that first step in order to start that process. All right, collective? All right, let's get your next card here. We have No Way, Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Yep, exactly what I channeled. It is time to take the first step. The universe has your back. Your ancestors and spirit guides have your back. It is time to make that communication and verbally say what you need, because when you take this leap, you kind of surpass all these mountains here and you're able to get to the top of the mountain without taking all these extra steps, because you were authentic and because you spoke your truth and said what you wanted to say. Now you're able to fly into your new reality. And this stagnancy is going to be gone after you make this communication and move forward with this communication. It might be a little bit scary. You might be like, oh, I don't know still, but look at this. The universe will catch you. Before you have came to this earth, your path was set for you. You might have, gone off your path a few times, but what is destined for you is destined for you. And you will get to where you're meant to go. You just have to believe. Believe and speak your truth. Be authentically you. Have faith. Have faith that not everything will be a toxic communication. Have faith in that. Have faith and keep going. Let's get your next card here. We have Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts in past lives. Interesting. So I'm hearing that this could have been a karmic loop that you have been in for about 10 years and 3 lifetimes, I'm hearing as well. You have came from volcanic ash, and each time you have tried to get out of this loop in your past lives, this is your lifetime where you take the leap, and you take that leap and then you're unbound and you're not in that cycle anymore. It's like these strings were attached to these 2 lives, but this one is like unraveling. You're unraveling and able to reach the sky and reach your desires through this communication, being authentically you, knowing where you're meant to be, and knowing that you have to communicate in order for things to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes, collective. All right? It is time to make those changes for yourself. Now let's get your last card. Okay, this one flipped out so quick. We have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Wow. You have ancestors, collective, that have been waiting for this lifetime to see you shine, to see your solar plexus. They are holding you up during this time. You're ascending from the ground up. You are aligning and you're able to speak your truth because you are strong and you are able to. And your ancestors have your back. They're all there for you. They're waiting to see you shine, and they know that you are being held up and you're not going back down. You're not going back into your old lives. You're not going back into your karmic cycles. You're going up and raising the frequency from being authentically yourself. So do not give up, collective, because you are protected and you're right where you're meant to be. Okay? It might feel a little bit overwhelming right now for you, where you're like, oh, like I just want to get things done. I need to start making money again. I need to start doing my routines again. There is no better time than now. You are protected. You have your ancestors holding you up, okay? Do not be scared to be your authentic self because it'll break this karmic loop that is trying to hold you back. You are able to speak your truth, and from speaking your truth, it will propel you into where you're meant to go. It is time to make a choice. It is time to make the move because nothing changes if nothing changes. I am sending you light, I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you courage right now, collective. All right, that is all I have for you for today's reading. I will be posting every Sunday for the month of December for pick a card readings. If this resonated with you, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm sending you light, and I know you're going to make the right decision for you. You are meant to be authentic. You are protected. You have the divine holding you up. You need to trust. You need to trust, okay? Everything is going to be okay. But communicate what you need because you have to make those strides. All right, I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. If you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading today. And this is your little rock. And it does have a little crystal inside of it, but it's very hard to see. All right, let's put that right there. Looks like a little egg ready to crack open. All right, and let's get right into your reading. All right, I'm very excited to use this deck. I've never used it before. This is the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. So let's get right into your reading, collective. Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective pile number 3? Okay, these two flung out, so I'm going to take these two. Let's get one more. Okay. I don't want to look at it yet, but we did get this one here. All right. Let's get those 3 first and go from there. All right, so I'm going to take this one first. All right, so we have creativity, creative expression, trust your vision. Beautiful. I'm hearing for some of you like a peacock or like a ladybug, spreading your wings, learning to fly. I'm feeling like there's a lot of protection energy here. I'm feeling like you have been doing a lot of meditation and protecting yourself, transmuting energy, putting a white light around you, and then any energy that is sent to you, you are transmuting into something else. Interesting. You are making a blueprint of something. This could be a home. This could be a website. This could be a business or a song, or it's like a draft of something. Like you're making plans to create a reality of something else. And you being creative and having this vision, for some of you, you could have had a vision of what you're meant to do. I'm hearing like 5 years ago, 5 to 7 years ago, you could have had a vision of what you're meant to do. And now you're making that vision come into reality or making the blueprints. It's like you, before, you have had a lot of ideas and you kind of like always wrote these ideas down, but never made a plan to do so. And now you're in that energy of making a plan, the steps, making the blueprints, making it come into reality. Like you're making the motions. You are creating the motions and trusting your intuition and trusting your vision. Like, I am meant to do this and I am going to make this a reality. How do I need to make this a reality? Let's get those steps started. I'm hearing getting those steps started, creating those stepping stones and walking on them. So each stepping stone, you're like creating a stepping stone, putting it down, stepping onto that one, creating another stone, stepping onto that, keep walking and creating those steps so you're able to walk into your new manifestation reality. All right, let's get your next card here. We have the cave, retreat, time out, self-care, and slow down. All right, so for some of you, I'm hearing some self-love may be needed or some quiet time. I feel like you've been working really hard and like, okay, I have to do this and that and create this and make sure everything's perfect. That is great, but also having the time to have balance and having the little cocoon time. It's like you're going to come out as this butterfly, but you do need to retreat into the cocoon a little bit to give yourself the self love that's needed. I'm hearing more so meditation. Some of you that are spiritual, you need this meditation time to kind of have that balance. If you are creating all of this, that is wonderful. And I think that is what you're meant to do. But having the time to give yourself self love and meditation and silence as well, having balance in that, having a sacred space for yourself. I'm hearing also like some of you could have just moved and everything's kind of like a mess right now, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to organize all this stuff. I have to get a job. I have to change this. I have to do that. Or, you're creating or you're working from home and your home has been a little bit messy, and I do hear it's time to kind of take the time to clean that up and organize. And before you do clear it up and organize, I feel like you should, before you do clean up your home area, I'm hearing for some of you that there needs to be a morning routine. There needs to be an energetic morning routine before you start all of your tasks, all of your work, all of your cleaning, because it'll help your mind space. So in the morning, I'm recommending you to sit down, drink water, close your eyes, meditate. Frequencies can be very beneficial for you, okay? And taking that time to meditate and chilling out your brain before you get started is very beneficial because you need that self love and balance so you're not in panic mode because you want to enjoy the process. You don't want to rush the process. You don't want to be like, okay, I got to do this, and if I don't get all of it done, then I've failed. It's not about that. It's about enjoying the process, enjoying the time frame, giving yourself self love and balance before you create all of this. It is okay to take a break, to take a 15-minute break. Do a task and then take a 20-minute break. Do another task and then take another 20-minute break. And while you're eating, you don't need to be working and eating at the same time. I'm hearing for some of you vegetables, cucumbers, broccoli, tomatoes, and I'm also hearing zucchini. There's something with like you needing to eat some vegetables or getting some vegetables into your diet, or you've been eating too much meat, or you've been eating a little bit too much meat and not implementing fruits, nuts, or vegetables into your diet. Now is time to implement that. Taking a break, eating in silence, or watching a show that you want to watch while you're eating. But just be mindful of what you are consuming when you're eating because that can transform into the food. So if you're watching panic shows or like drama shows while you're eating, it might not be the best for you, but I know that sometimes that's what you want to watch. You want to watch your drama shows and everything else is spiritual and calm. And then you're like, okay, I need a little bit of this drama show. And that's completely fine. But finding that balance and making sure you're nourishing yourself in the correct ways so you're able to put your best foot forward in what you create will be beneficial for everyone. Because if you're creating from a space of panic and rush, then it may reflect in your creations. So take that time to ensure balance, all right? And let's get your next card here. We have the records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. Look at that. Look at all these wishes. You are connecting to Earth in a sense. You are creating something. I'm hearing some of you could be like wood burning carvers, I believe they're called. They use pieces of wood and burn beautiful pictures into that, or you could be, creating something like artwork of some sort, or sculptures, or clay work. And you creating this is connecting you to the earth. You are creating with something with your hands, and these wishes are all about to be blown at the same time and come true at the same time. There is connectivity because you are making it happen. There is balance here. There's connecting with the earth. There's getting outside, being in nature, and that will align your chakras. I'm hearing the root chakra really needs to be worked on, and then all the other chakras will come in alignment in divine timing. This is all about divine timing. There is a balance, there is a connectivity with earth. You could have recently moved into a new energy or a new place that has more nature around you. And with this move, you're able to connect with earth more and you're able to ground yourself more. And with this grounding and connecting with nature, some of you could be, going on walks. And for some of you, if you see two crows or two birds while you're calm or sitting down or having a coffee or a tea, and you look outside or you're outside and you see two birds, that is a confirmation of whatever you were working on is coming into reality. And I really want you to have that balance though. Ensure you have balance so you do not burn out, is what I'm hearing, because you have so much energy right now, but you need to ensure that just because you have energy doesn't mean you have to do everything in one day. It is time to rest and receive, and work and rest and receive. You don't have to force it. There is wishes coming true. But grounding yourself, being protected, giving yourself that time and energy to ground yourself is very beneficial for you right now, collective. Let's get your next few cards here. Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective? What do we have, Spirit? Ooh. Okay, they all flew out. Give me a second. Let's get... Okay, this one wants to come out. Let's get one more. Oh, what do we have, Spirit? That one flung out, so I'm gonna take those. Let's take... All right, so this one did fly out earlier, but there was like 30 cards that flew out, so I couldn't really take it, but I'm going to take this and put that one back. All right, so the first card we have is Energy Rising. Wow. Vitality, confidence, power, decisiveness. Wow, you're going through a portal, collective. You're going into a portal. Like, your heart chakra is a portal. You knowing and understanding the balance in the transmutation of energy, like you're transmuting anything sent to you and creating alignment. You're trusting, like your eyes are closed, and you are trusting that your energy is rising right in divine timing. And look, it's like you're connected to the earth, you're grounded, and you're in the reality. You're in the 3D, okay? You have transmuted the 5D elements, created a plan, created a blueprint, and now you're emerging from this portal into where you're meant to be. Vitality, confidence, power, and decisiveness. You know when to rest. You know when to receive. You know when you need to ask for help. You know what you need, collective, and you're not letting other people tell you what you need as you're here on this reading. You're like, I know what I need. I know when to rest. I know. Like, this is all confirmations of things you already know, I'm hearing. And this is just a nice confirmation for you that you get to hear this. And I'm hearing it's like right after this full moon, because the full moon, the super moon, is tonight on December 4th as I film this. And when this is posted on Sunday, I feel you know when you need to rest now, and you've kind of like got your routine down. It's like in the morning routine, you do like you're resting in the morning, then you work, and then you rest again, and then you work out, and after you have worked on what you believe in, worked on yourself, given yourself self-love, as the day is like not even over yet, you're done all of your tasks and also have given self-love to yourself. And you doing this has commenced this beautiful energy of just like connectivity and alignment. And you are stepping into your reality that you have aspired for because you're making the right decisions to connect with that reality. The person you want to be is the person your inner child would have felt safe with. That is a big message for the collective. It's like you're aspiring to be a person that you would have felt safe with as a child, that wouldn't have told you no, wouldn't have made you feel bad about yourself or made you feel guilty about just expressing yourself or being who you are. You are being the person that your inner child deserves. Your inner child would look at you now and be so proud. Look how far you have come, collective. Don't put yourself down so much. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because you know now who you are. You know you're a good person. You know you have done the growth and the work to be where you are. And now you deserve what is coming for you. You deserve it. And don't feel bad about the fact that you know you deserve this and you know what you want in life. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad for being your authentic self and transmuting this energy that people are giving you into peace rather than pain. Because you know who you are and who you've wanted to be, and you're succeeding into that person. All right. And now, because you have done this, you have achieved something that you didn't even realize you've achieved. You have achieved this energy of being the person your inner child would have felt safe with. And that is a huge achievement. Like, be proud of that. Be proud of yourself and know, wow, I have gone this far and done so much and gone through so much, and I'm still here standing. And no one's going to tell me to not be myself, because myself and who I am has gotten me to where I am today. I walk in my own shoes. I trust. I know I'm a divine angel. I'm here to raise the vibration and frequency of others so others can walk into their authentic true selves, because that is what we are meant to do. And you are awakening and you are knowing that you are on the right path. All right, and your last card that came out twice that I didn't want to take, but I got it the second time I shuffled, is returning, spiral journey, growth, renewal, healed. Wow. Wow. Whoa. And it's like this top of this card here is the castle. I'm hearing, I'm the queen of the castle. I don't know. I feel like the people that have tried to take you down, like the people that have tried to take you off of your path, you have come to the path regardless. You have found this path regardless. And, fear and lack mentality is making you feel like you have to choose these two paths to get to your castle here, but you don't, because the door is there and the portal door is right there. It's like you stepping one step more brings you to your castle. You are going into your internal self and reflecting and knowing how far you have come. And now you know there's not any more steps that you need to take. You can just walk through the door and walk through the portal because you are aligned. Your root chakra is aligned here as well as your crown chakra. You can see it. You're aligned and you're in divine timing, and your path has led you here. Now you know where to step and know where to go and know how to balance. Dark energy and people wanted you to feel like you had to take all this step, and it's like so much longer to your manifestation, but it's not, because you've created your own path and you've made your own portal, and now you can walk into this portal and get to your castle. All right, collective. And you know what? I'm going to take one more card here because I just feel like I need to. Let's get one more card. Oh my God. This card flung out, and look at this. Releasing the past, emerging, transforming, energies transmuted. You cannot make this up, collective. Oh my goodness. You stepped through this portal and made your own path, and now you're at the top. And your crown chakra is aligned, and you are getting divine light and divine communication in from spirit, and you're aligning. You are so grounded, and you are coming into a new energy. You have released the past traumas, what people told you you couldn't do, and you have made your own path and are stepping out of the darkness and brighter than ever, collective. You're grounding yourself, you're in nature. You've created your own path. You're stepping out of the darkness, showing your light, because that is who you are meant to be, collective. Divine light of protection. Releasing the path. Energy is rising. You're returning to who you truly are meant to be and who you've always meant to be. You have created this portal and path, and now you're stepping into the reality you desire. You're making the blueprints. You're making the right steps into the right direction. You've already done this so many times, and the karmic cycle loop is broken. You are free, collective. You're free from this energy. And it is now time to understand you have achieved so much more than you even see in your reality. Get ready because there is going to be a beautiful manifestation coming through. Be open to receiving from any source, though. Open to receiving from multiple sources of divine love. Your heart chakra has broken open, and now you are aligned. Your root and crown chakra, you have been aligned, right in divine timing. All right, collective, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for your energy. I'm sending you love, sending you light. If this resonated with you, please feel free to comment down below. I'll be posting every Sunday for the month of December. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.